Ever wondered why Sigma females often become the Houdini of social scenes? Welcome to the intriguing world of Sigma females, a unique breed of women who are often misunderstood and underestimated. These women are the enigma of the social hierarchy, the ones who don't quite fit into the norms but rather carve their own path. Sigma females are characterized by their fierce independence. They're the solitary wolves, the free spirits who don't conform to societal expectations. They're the ones who would rather take the road less traveled than follow the crowd. They're self-reliant, self-sufficient, and they thrive in their own company. They don't need validation from others to know their worth. They are their own best friend, their own cheerleader, their own confidant. In the realm of social interactions, Sigma females are introverts. They value deep, meaningful conversations over small talk. They're the ones who prefer a quiet corner over a bustling party. They're the ones who would rather observe than be the center of attention. They're the listeners, the observers, the thinkers. They're the ones who can sit in silence and still feel completely content. Now, imagine this. You're at a social gathering. The music is loud, the drinks are flowing, and people are laughing. But amongst the crowd, there's one person who stands out. She's not trying to be the life of the party. She's not trying to fit in. She's just there in her own world, completely comfortable in her own skin. And then, just as quickly as she appeared, she disappears. She's gone, leaving a trail of intrigue and questions in her wake. That, my friends, is a Sigma female. But why do they disappear, you might ask? Well, the reasons are as varied as the Sigma females themselves. Sometimes it's about self-preservation. Sometimes it's about seeking solace in solitude. Sometimes it's about escaping the noise and the chaos. And sometimes it's just about being true to their nature. So what makes these Sigma females disappear? Let's delve into the mystery. Sigma females thrive on independence, but what does that mean in a social context, you might ask? Well, it's not as straightforward as you might think, so let's delve into this fascinating aspect of the Sigma female personality. Imagine a buzzing social event, the room filled with laughter, chatter, and clinking glasses. It's a scene that many would jump into without a second thought, yet a Sigma female might look at this and decide, no thank you. It's not that they despise socializing or bear any ill will towards those who enjoy it. They simply value their independence above all else, and sometimes that means choosing solitude over a crowded room. This independence is not bred out of arrogance or a sense of superiority. It stems from a deep-seated belief in self-reliance and the ability to thrive without the need for constant social validation. They are not swayed by the opinions of the crowd, but instead they follow their own path, guided by their own principles and values. Now, let's take an example. Consider a Sigma female who, instead of joining a high-profile social event, chooses to spend the evening engrossed in a book or perhaps working on a personal project. Some might see this as odd or antisocial, but for the Sigma female, it's a testament to her independent spirit. She's not influenced by societal expectations of what she should be doing, but rather she does what feels right to her, what fuels her soul. This independence, though, is not without its challenges. It can lead to misunderstandings and often casts Sigma females as outliers, as they don't conform to the conventional norms of social interaction. Yet they don't let this deter them. They choose to stay true to themselves, even if it means walking a path less trodden. Their independence, it seems, is a compass that often leads them away from the crowd. But remember, it's not a journey of escape, but a journey of self-discovery and self-affirmation. And that, my friends, is the independent spirit of the Sigma female. Introversion in Sigma females, a tale as old as time, but how does it contribute to their vanishing acts? Picture this, our Sigma female, let's call her Jane. Jane is at a bustling party surrounded by the boisterous laughter of friends and the clinking of glasses. But amidst the revelry, Jane is like a ship adrift at sea. She's not antisocial, she's not shy, but she finds the constant engagement draining. She's an introvert, and for her, socializing is like running a marathon. It's exhilarating, but after a while, she needs to take a breather. Now let's take a peek into Jane's mind. The chatter around her gradually starts to feel like white noise. The flashing lights, the crowd, it's all a bit too much. It's like she's holding a balloon that's slowly being filled with water. At first, it's manageable, but as time passes, the balloon gets heavier, and Jane knows she needs to let it go before it bursts. So what does Jane do? She doesn't make a dramatic exit. No, that's not her style. She quietly slips away unnoticed, like a ghost. She heads home to her sanctuary, where she can recharge her batteries in peace. This is where the disappearing act of Sigma females comes into play. They are introverts, and as such, they need time alone to recharge. They don't vanish because they dislike people, but because they value their solitude. It's their way of maintaining a balance, like a bird returning to its nest after a long flight. Sigma females are like cats. They can enjoy a good cuddle, but they also need their alone time. They're not always aloof. They're just selective about when and with whom they socialize. They're not running away, they're simply returning to their safe space. The world might see this as a vanishing act, but for Sigma females, it's just part of who they are. They're not trying to be mysterious or elusive. They're just being themselves. They don't disappear. They simply retreat to recharge, to gather their thoughts, and to regain their strength. For Sigma females, their energy is precious, and they choose to spend it wisely. Sigma females are the epitome of self-sufficiency. How does this attribute factor into their disappearances? Let's dive into this fascinating aspect of the Sigma female psyche. You see, Sigma females are like lone wolves capable of thriving without the need for a pack. Their self-sufficiency is an innate part of their being, often leading them away from the typical social scenes. It's not that they despise company, but rather they thrive in solitude, preferring to spend their energy on personal growth and self-improvement. Let's illustrate this with an anecdote. Picture a Sigma female named Jane. Jane is an accomplished writer, working on her latest novel. She's invited to a Friday night social gathering, a place where people mingle, laugh, and let loose after a long week. But Jane, being the Sigma that she is, chooses to decline the invitation. Not out of disdain for her friends or social events, but because she sees more value in spending that time chiseling away at her novel, crafting a world of her own. Solitude, a haven for Sigma females. But why is it so attractive to them? Imagine a world where the clamor of social expectations fades into the distance, where the pressure to conform dissolves, and where the freedom to be yourself blossoms. This is the world that Sigma females often retreat to, a world of solitude that offers a sanctuary from society's relentless demands. It's not that Sigma females don't enjoy the company of others. On the contrary, they can be quite sociable and engaging when they choose to be. But they also understand the invaluable nourishment solitude can provide for the soul, the mind, and the heart. Let's take the example of Jane, a quintessential Sigma female. Jane is an accomplished writer, a voracious reader, and a passionate photographer. She thrives on the quiet moments she spends alone, immersed in her favorite books, penning her thoughts, or capturing the world through her camera lens. For Jane, solitude is not an escape from the world, but rather a gateway to self-discovery and personal growth. In her solitude, Jane finds the space to explore her interests without the distraction of social obligations or the noise of others' opinions. She finds the freedom to dive deep into her passions, to ponder over her thoughts, and to engage with her innermost feelings. And in doing so, Jane experiences a sense of joy, peace, and fulfillment that social interactions often fail to provide. Solitude, for Sigma females like Jane, isn't about isolation or withdrawal. It's about cultivating a relationship with oneself, about understanding one's desires, strengths, and weaknesses, and about nurturing one's spirit. It's about carving out a space where they can be their authentic selves, free from judgment, free from pretense, and free from social constraints. So, the allure of solitude for Sigma females lies not in the absence of others, but in the presence of self. It lies in the opportunity to connect with oneself on a deeper level, to pursue one's passions with unbridled enthusiasm, and to find comfort, peace, and joy in one's own company. Solitude for Sigma females isn't loneliness, it's a sanctuary. So, why do Sigma females disappear? The brutal truth may surprise you. As we've journeyed through the enigmatic world of Sigma females, we've explored their independent spirit, their introverted nature, their self-sufficiency, and their deep allure for solitude. These are the pieces that form the puzzle of their character. Yet one question still lingers, like the last piece of a riddle, waiting to be solved. Why do Sigma females disappear? Let's rewind just a bit. Remember, Sigma females are not antisocial, they are selectively social. They don't disappear because they dislike people. No, far from it. They simply value their independence, energy, and time, and they choose to spend it in ways that align with their core values and personal goals. They vanish from the social scene not out of disdain, but out of a deep respect for their own boundaries and personal space. Picture this: A Sigma female is like a lone wolf, choosing to roam the wilderness independently. They are not lost. They are not running away. They are roaming, exploring, and thriving in their own unique way. They disappear to recharge, to reflect, to create, to learn. They disappear to be themselves in the purest, most unadulterated sense of the term. In a world that often equates socializing with happiness, the Sigma female's choice to disappear can seem perplexing, even alarming. But for them, it is a conscious choice. A carefully thought out decision, a manifestation of their values. They disappear to maintain their independence, to conserve their energy, to manage their time, and to enjoy their solitude. In essence, the Sigma female does not disappear because they have to. They disappear because they choose to. It's not a mystery to be solved, a problem to be fixed, or a behavior to be corrected. It is, in fact, a core part of their identity, a reflection of their personality, and a testament to their strength and self-sufficiency. In the end, the disappearance of Sigma females isn't a mystery, it's a choice. The Sigma female, an enigma no more. As we've journeyed through this exploration, we've peeled back the layers of the Sigma female, revealing the unique and powerful essence of this personality type. They are the lone wolves, the independent spirits, the introverted powerhouses who thrive in solitude, yet never shy away from the challenges of life. Sigma females are not simply introverted. They are self-reliant individuals marching to the beat of their own drum, carving their own path in this ever-evolving world. They are not bound by societal norms, but rather, they redefine them. They do not seek validation, but find fulfillment in their own accomplishments and growth. Their allure lies in their solitary nature. They find comfort in their solitude, using it as a tool for self-discovery and introspection. It's not about being antisocial, it's about being pro-self. They disappear, not out of fear or avoidance, but to recharge, to reflect, and to rise stronger than before. Their disappearance may be misunderstood by many, but it's essential to remember that it's a choice, a vital part of their journey toward self-sufficiency and personal growth. They are not running away. They are diving deep into their inner world, exploring the depths of their minds, their dreams, their potential. It's not about isolation, but about self-preservation, self-improvement, and self-love. They retreat, not from the world, but into themselves. They emerge not only with renewed energy, but also with a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. We've demystified the Sigma female, yet she remains a fascinating enigma. Her strength lies in her independence, her power in her introspection, and her allure in her solitude. She is a reminder that it's okay to step back, to disappear, to take time for oneself. So the next time a Sigma female in your life disappears, remember this: she's not lost, she's on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. Sigma females may disappear, but when they reappear, they do so with renewed energy, wisdom, and a sense of self that's hard to match. Have you had experiences with Sigma females? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into personality types.